Welcome back. Let's continue with more news. Community of Makhanda says it will continue to fight to keep the seat of the Eastern Cape High Court Division in Makhanda. The Committee on Rationalisation of Areas under jurisdiction of the divisions of the High Court of South Africa recommended in its final report that the seat should be moved to Bisho, the provincial capital. The Makhanda High Court Action Committee says this move will cripple the economy of the town. Mcebisi Ngqina has more on that story.
The Committee on the Rationalisation of the High Court in South Africa finally released its final report looking at the rationalization of the High Court in South Africa. But the standing point in that interim report, which was released later last year, has been the talking point, which was the recommendation of the committee of relocating the seat of the Eastern Cape High Court Division from Makhanda, where it's currently situated, to Bisho, which is the provincial capital town of the Eastern Cape province. But there's been a lot of resistance from the side of the community of Makhanda, business sector, and also relevant stakeholders, saying that the move of the High Court, of the city of the High Court from Makhanda, will have a devastating effect on the economy of the city and also will reduce the workload of the High Court from 100% to 8% in Makhanda, and also with the George losses estimated between 5,000 to 8,000, which will also contribute to the high unemployment rate in Makhanda. But I do have the chairperson of the Makhanda High Court Action Committee, Professor Susan Mabizela, just to talk to us about their reaction on this report that was released on the 28th. Prof, thank you so much for your time. Just your reaction on the report saying that, maintaining that stance that the seat of the High Court should be moved from Makhanda to Bisho.
We are deeply saddened and feel that we have not been heard regarding the final recommendations of the Moseneke Committee, which effectively suggests that the seat of the High Court should be relocated from Makhanda to Bisho. But not only that, that the area of jurisdiction of the Makhanda High Court be significantly reduced. The committee has been at pains to argue that they are not recommending the closure of the High Court in Makhanda, which is true. However, the recommendation regarding the location of the seat of the High Court and also the recommendation of the reduction of the area of jurisdiction of the Makhanda High Court amount to effectively making that court unviable. It will really be a matter of time before that court shuts down. And that is something that is very, very problematic for us. We are undeterred as the Makhanda High Court Action Committee in our commitment in helping our government understand the plight of the poor and vulnerable people of Makhanda. We believe that keeping jobs and protecting livelihoods is right at the center of advancing social justice. Our Constitution demands us to do that. So we will continue to work hard with the different role players in trying to persuade our Minister of Justice and Correctional Services and government to retain the seat of the High Court in Makhanda, but also to work with them in the reconfiguration of the areas of jurisdiction so that the court is viable indeed. The poor and the marginalized people of Makhanda are not children of a lesser God. They do deserve to have their plight heard. They do deserve an opportunity of employment. They do deserve an opportunity to provide for their families. As I have indicated, thousands of livelihoods will be placed at great risk, and we cannot afford to do that. A loving and a caring government of the people, elected by the people, will do the right thing, will keep the seat of the High Court in Makhanda, will work with us in reconfiguring the areas of jurisdiction so that this court continues to advance justice, not only in litigation terms, but social justice for the people of Makhanda, for the province, and for the people of the country.
Just lastly, Prof, was there any reason that was given by the minister for requesting you to submit supplementary submissions?
We were very encouraged by the visit of the Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, Minister Lamula, a few weeks ago. We engaged him and he listened to us very intently, and he indicated to us that we would have an opportunity to make further submissions. That was very encouraging.